quickly, please. It's very dark.
Show some respect, please.
Low profilers.
Hey, Frank! Try to get your hands.
My fault, drugs like experiments.
What's the big idea? Keep your hands off that woman.
Thomas, please. Warning of the wind.
You better thank the Lord it's up here. Not gonna knock the living day out there.
It's harmless. It's all bright.
It's still very dark.
Don't worry, Minnie. Frank will protect you from anything that can emerge from the shadows. Won't you, Frank?
Course it's great.
Mother, I want to dance in the ballroom. What is the point of attending a masquerade ball if I'm not going to partake in the festivities? I'm going to wear my princess dress.
The 25th Annual Windsor Castle Masquerade Ball, from the year 1887. Masquerade, full show or pretense.
Don't worry, dear. We'll be there soon enough. We'll even have a dining hall with all the suits we can drink on.
Well, let's get there before they all eat.
If this house is successful, I'll buy all the suits you can imagine.
My good men and women, we have found it.
Oh my, it's marvelous!
Almost too pretty to sell.
Almost. Karen's pendant, an esteemed cushion-cut 25-carat luxurious ruby, hung on a diamond-encrusted gold chain. Rumored to have been found in Johannesburg, Africa.
Spare us the history of some please.
Why, it's interesting. This esteemed pendant glows in the dark. While its chemical makeup is not entirely confirmed, it's believed that rare elements live in its core and give it its signature glow. It had one previous owner, Empress Matilda, 1141 to 1148, who died of natural causes, an unknown disease.
Walter, we don't have time to read the stupid plaque.
Step aside for Ethel and Earl. We must move quickly.
One 95288599494 6475.
6473.
Oh yes, that too.
Anna. They're really quite strange, aren't they?
Who cares if that's strange? Best name companies I've ever seen.
64279993
3.
674.
Decoy.
Decoy, to lure or entice someone away from an intended course, typically into a trap.
Wonderful, Mr. Masawa. Now give it here.
No, dears, I'll take it.
No, dear, I can order for
No,
you.
please, I can handle it myself.
I'll take it.
I brought the decoy. I should be the one to take it.
You're an old man. Won't be too long before you forget you have it.
If you were questioning, you'd be so frightened you'd give it up immediately.
Enough! You are all behaving like children. Surely at this rate we will be caught. I'm taking it. There is no time to argue. Let's move.
Oh, Walter, you simply must tell us more stories of your time as a university teacher. You truly are a riot.
Teaching at an all-boys dental academy surely was a unique experience.
I attended an all-boys school, Etherton Academy for Male Youth.
Etherton Academy for Male Youth, founded in the year 1864 in Lawrence, New York.
And how was that?
A great character building experience, but I do distinctly remember one thing. I was so silent in my Latin class the entire year, not once did I raise my hand.
And why is that? You're a downright intelligent man with good things to say.
I've always been a man of solitude. I prefer observation to expression.
That head of yours is a mystery, Mr. Abrams.
My Latin teacher, Mr. Hawthorne, was so cross with me by the end of the year that he decided to surprise me with an oral recital of Caesar's Gaelic War with 50% of my final mark. When I walked into class on the last day, I looked as if I'd seen a ghost and nearly soiled my pants.
Well, that's a sight I'd like to better to see, my friend.
He was a grumpy old man, if anything. I believe he would have been better shutting his trap a little more often.
I like a man who doesn't speak. They're so mysterious.
Minnie, you're just like a man who doesn't challenge your endless chatter.
Oh, dear Frank, I'm so sorry. I'll clean this right away.
Not toiling is true. It's only a bit of makeup. It won't hurt anyone.
It's snowing.
I like it when it snows.
Snowstorms. 647 people killed in snowstorms last year in 1901.
There. All fixed.
He's quiet, but all of a sudden he's quiet the conversation, so we'll talk tonight, future wife Abrams. Have some discretion.
Whatever do you mean, Thomas?
It's quite a lovely thing.
So you do say that to all the girls?
Miss Hartford, you know I'm eyes for you.
Don't even try it, mister.
You're too much vocal for my liking, Walter.
Well, I've never... Rose.
She's right.
Rose, what's going on here?
Well, someone ought to lighten the mood. It's a party. You're particularly useless in that department. You're always ordering us around.
Yes, Thomas, I'm growing weary of your barking.
I agree with the women. Cats, Clark.
Well, I want to be with you!
Forgive me, but I'm afraid I must step away for a minute. I'm afraid I feel ill, and this champagne is strangely deadly.
Are you sure you're all right?
Yes, carry on.
Rose, where's Dorothy?
I left her at the sweets table. She had all sorts of saucers.
What kind of mother leaves her child alone in a public area? She'd get into all sorts of trouble.
Thomas, I don't quite hear your voice at the moment.
Do not speak to me that way, Rose.
Oh, give it a rest.
Mother! Mother!
Dorothy, dear, that is no way to treat that expensive dress your mother bought you. Oh,
I brought you all sweets. There were tarts and taffys and pies and cupcakes and, well, I wasn't really sure which y'all preferred, so I brought a bit of everything.
Oh, there's still some time.
Yes. Unless you fancy frosting in your receding hairline.
Dorothy, no!
Dorothy, yes.
Minnie?
Yes, dear.
Your hand, Mother. Minnie Whitford, will you make me the happiest girl in the world and marry me?
Why, of course, Miss Pruitt. Nothing would make me happier.
Dorothy.
Dear, we love chocolate.
Yes, you seem like the type of people who fancy chocolate. I got 2 slices.
Well, alright, little sugar plum fairy. Now what have you got for me?
Let's see. Cavities!
Dorothy, get down!
Thomas, you'd better ask Walter if he can refer you to any of his dentist friends. I'm sure they'd fix those cavities right up. Oh, Thomas! Thomas! Hey, Walter, won't you make him stop? Walter!
I'm gonna go check on Frank.
Leave the man alone. I'm sure he's alright.
I'll only be a minute. Frank, my God. Thomas, Minnie, Rose, come quick.
Oh, Lord, have mercy on us all! Frank, go up! Run, Frank!
Cold.
Frank! Frank, are you with us, Frank? Wake up, please!
Cold.
There's no pulse.
Cold.
What do you mean there's no pulse?
Cold as
There's
death.
no pulse and he's not breathing.
What's going on? I'm scared.
Frank! Frank!
Thomas!
Frank! Frank!
Thomas, stop! He's gone. Let him go. Leave him to rest.
Pocket.
What's happened? What's happening? I don't know what's going on!
Man, a small bag used to carry small articles.
How can this be?
Verb to put into one's pocket.
This champagne is bitter. Instead of champagne, tasted bitter.
I'd like a coin toss, you know? Maybe a single staircase from the second floor. A couple of bathrooms for doors, you know? Come along to join her.
Would you?
Yes, I would. About 15 minutes from my work.
Anything else?
Anything else?
Suppose. I'd like a bigger house, one with more kitchen space to make those meals I'm sure you'd be expecting, and maybe a porch to read early with a cup of tea, perhaps.
Well, darling, what if you can't afford a bigger house?
Can't afford a bigger house by the end of tonight. We'll split the 10 million between the 6 of us adults, but we can't afford a bigger house, are you not?
Don't you think it's a bit rude? You're insisting on my providing things for you on things that we don't need.
I think what you think is rude is why I'm insisting on your providing things for me that you don't want to provide.
You don't understand. I wouldn't expect you to. The least I expect you to try.
On the contrary, what you fail to comprehend is that I don't need a bigger house. I don't want a bigger house.
Then what do you want, Rose?
I want you to consider my opinions as contributions and not as afterthoughts, and I want you to act like it.
I do consider your opinions, Rose. Of course I do. I care about you.
You care about what I can do for you.
You're missing the point.
I could say the same thing.
What's happened to us, Rose? What happened to how we felt about each other? Remember? Remember the day on the bridge? I gave you my jacket. It was 45 degrees out in the middle of May. Remember?
How I felt about each other that day? How'd you feel that day?
I felt like I was on top of the world. I've met the woman I've been searching for since I understood what it was to love. How did you feel that day?
You know, when you go into your mother's things as a child,
I'm afraid I don't follow.
you find a cookie tin and you go to sneak a couple quietly while she's not looking.
Rose, I don't.
But it's actually full of sayings and talks. She just reused the cookie tin.
I don't understand.
It's how I feel about you.
I asked how you felt that day.
It's how I feel about you.
You should have become a dentist, Walter.
Who in their right minds would like to stare at the inside of people's mouths all day? Bit off-putting, don't you think?
So the entire reason you didn't become a dentist is because of the occasional unsightly smile?
Minnie, have you ever seen a tonsil? They're ghastly.
Do I have one of those?
Ah, you're impossible.
Do I?
Yes, Minnie, you have a tonsil, too, actually.
Incredible.
Truly.
Oh, but the money you would have made. You wouldn't even need to put your safety at risk like you must with this line of work.
Oh, I'm not motivated by mercenary reasons.
No,
No, I find my happiness is subpar whether I'm a rich man or not.
you're not happy.
With you, my dear, I'm the happiest man alive.
Oh, hush. You're relentless.
How could I not be? If you were my wife,
Walter!
I'd buy you the biggest diamond ring,
Walter,
and we'd
no!
live in the biggest house on the biggest cul-de-sac with the biggest automobile and the biggest rose garden.
Walter Beasley.
And we'd sit on our front porch sipping big steaming cups of coffee.
With what fortune, Walter?
Did you not know?
No what?
Your company alone makes me the richest man alive.
You mistake me for a wealthy woman.
No, fortune's composed of more than just money, my dear. You see them over there? They're the poorest pair of lovers I've ever seen, and Rosa's got $10 million in her pocket.
She has it. I thought you did.
I did. I believe Dorothy swiped it from me when I wasn't paying attention.
Why are we taking it from each other? We're a team.
That's why I'm wary of Rose. It's not the little girl's fault. She just does as her mother asks. The powder, Betty.
She wouldn't. Why?
I want you to find out.
What do you mean?
You're both women, just talk to her.
What does this have to do with womanhood?
Because women talk to other women. There's a common understanding of sorts.
I suppose. Well, what do you expect me to say to her?
Just pry. Ask about Thomas, their plans together, what she plans to do with her kind of money, what she thinks about having Frank.
Oh, Walter, I don't know. And if she finds out she's been set up, I'll be her next victim.
Oh, nonsense, Minnie. It's just a suspicion.
Well, why don't you talk to her then?
She won't talk to me. She'll talk to you.
Walter, I'm scared.
Nonsense, Minnie. I wouldn't let anything happen to you, especially not as a result of my idea. I couldn't live with it. Minnie, she's our friend. She wouldn't suspect a thing. You won't do it for me. Do it for Frank.
Fine.
I knew you had it in you.
For Frank.
Dance with me, Minnie.
Who else have I been dancing with the entire night?
You don't have to trust me now, alright?
Oh dear. All right.
Hello, Miss Hartley.
Well, hello, Miss Pruitt. My, do you look marvelous tonight.
You was what, not prepare for a dance.
I'd love a dance.
Oh, I'm so happy to be rid of Thomas.
Whatever do you mean?
He's being a boy, immature and selfish, but it's not out of the ordinary.
Oh, please. We're women. It is the ordinary.
Minnie, you should be up there with the suffragettes yelling on their soapboxes.
I'd find the biggest soapbox you've ever seen and wear my skirt above my ankles.
God, the ankle, Minnie, how scandalous.
Only God can judge us, Miss Pruitt, and I think he'd deem our cause a worthy one. But I digress. Tell me about Thomas.
Oh, he's insufferable. I don't even want to give it another thought.
Oh my, I'm sorry I asked.
Oh, no, truly, it's all right. It's just... I wanted to discuss something with you.
All right,
And you mustn't tell anyone. Promise me.
I promise.
It's Walter. I know it is.
Whatever do you mean?
Oh, you know what I mean. He killed Frank. I'm sure of it.
How can you be so sure?
Walter's the smartest out of all of us. He could have poisoned him or something untraceable. It's gotta be that.
Well, what if it was just a coincidence? Suppose he had a heart attack or something. I don't know.
Minnie, I know you're his closest friend out of all of us, but you must listen to reason here.
But there's no reason for Walter to kill Frank.
You don't think Walter wants a bit more money for himself? For retirement? So he doesn't have to work another day in his life? One less person to divide the spoils with? I swear, Minnie, don't let on that you suspect a thing that can make us both next.
I won't. I promised you.
I know. You know I love you, Minnie.
I love you too. I'm sorry about Thomas.
Oh, no. It's all right. We argue all the time, but he loves me, I'm sure of it.
Do you love him?
I do. He's a good man, and he's good to Dorothy, and we wouldn't be here without him.
Do you really plan to start a family together?
I do. You know what?
What is it?
Okay. Thomas thinks he deserves a bigger cut of the money.
Oh.
I know, Minnie, but he's the leader of the group, and no one knows who would be here without him. And
I know, but we agreed at the beginning.
I know, but he's made so many contributions to the group, and
Rose,
My life ended when I was barely 16 because of Dorothy. And I've had no sympathy from my parents, or employers, or society, and I make my money illegally because I can't make it on legitimacy in this world. And I finally have a man who can give me a home. In all my life, I've had houses. And I'm finally grasping at a future that doesn't make me want to dig my heel into the ground and stop time. Minnie, I know it's the big thing to ask, but please.
Rose, I hear you and I hear your struggle, but I just don't know what to say. We have an agreement and it's not my place to alter it, and I truly do not believe it should be renegotiated. You have at least $3 million between the two of you. Now with Frank gone, I mean, by God.
I know, Minnie, but
what? We all have futures too, Rose, and they don't revolve around yours.
Minnie, I just thought you'd be more sympathetic towards my situation.
I'm sympathetic to necessity, but not greed. Excuse me for a moment. Dorothy, what are you doing in here? Are you alright, dear?
Yes, I'm alright. Are you?
Yes, just touching up my lipstick.
What's wrong with your chest? Why are you holding your hand over your heart like that? How did you take it from me?
How did you take it from Walter?
What were you doing with it?
What were you doing with it?
Mother!
Dorothy, no!
Mother! Hello? Have you seen my mother?
Buried. Full roses.
I'm being serious. I need her help.
Your pocket feels lighter, doesn't it? Minnie's? No. Over here.
Excuse me. Mother! Mother!
What is it, my love?
I had it. I had a necklace. Walter took it from Frank and I took it from Walter and they took it from me and now... Oh! Oh my God! No! No!
Minnie, wake up!
What's wrong with Minnie?
Dorothy, go get Thomas!
Why would she wake up?
Dorothy! Dorothy, go get Thomas, please! Minnie, wake up!
Thomas! Thomas! Where are you? Thomas! Thomas!
Oh, Dorothy, dear, are you alright? You look as though you've seen a ghost.
Where's Thomas?
Right over there. Any chance that you've seen me?
Thomas!
My God, Dorothy, you look like a mess. Where's Rose?
Please come home. She's in the bathroom with Minnie. Minnie took the necklace from me and I was in the floor of the bathroom and she won't wake up!
Wake up! Wake up!
Dad? Minnie! Get away from her, you witch!
Walter! 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 Rose? Dorothy, where are you?
Thomas, I can't see anything!
Mother, don't let go of me. It's dark.
Thomas, check the fuses!
What?
Find the power source, find out what's wrong with it!
Going somewhere? With that? The rest of us? But with?
The wires of the fuse box were cut. Walter cut them.
Walter's stuff.
Walter's.
What are you doing?
Dorothy, there, hand me the pendant, please.
Dorothy, don't listen to a word he says.
Dorothy, give it to me.
Dorothy! Dorothy! Your mother left her purse in the dining hall. Would you be a dear and go get it for Mommy, please?
Okay.
I'll follow Thomas.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry this happened. Go to sleep now. Mother, I couldn't find your purse. I'm sorry. Where's... Mommy? Can we please go home now? I said goodbye to Thomas, and Walter, and Minnie, and Ethel, and Earl. I didn't get to say goodbye to Frank, though. I don't like goodbyes. You put people in your past, and I'd rather carry them into my future. He was our future, wasn't he? Mama, I know it's hard when it's just the two of us, but I like it just us two. I don't need anybody else. But you do, though. That's okay. I understand. Mama, was it you that made us say goodbye to Thomas, and Walter, and Minnie, and Ethel, and Earl, and Frank? Was it you? Mama, was it you? No. 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 No, Mama. Mama, wake up, please. Wake up, please. Please wake up, Mama. Please wake up, please. Wake up, please. Please.
This esteemed pendant glows in the dark. While its chemical makeup is not entirely confirmed, it's believed that rare elements live in its core and give it its signature glow. It had one previous owner, Empress Matilda, 1141 to 1148, who died of natural causes, an unknown disease.
Enough! You are all behaving like children. Surely at this rate we will be caught. I'm taking it.
Going somewhere?
Without,
The rest of us?
but with.
Dorothy there, hand me the pendant, please.
It had one previous owner, Empress Matilda, 1141 to 1148, who died of natural causes, an unknown disease. Experts speculate that this disease stemmed from long-term exposure to toxic radiation in the form of radium, an element that also glows in the dark.